Around the world, there are districts that glow differently at night. Neon replaces sunlight. Music spills into the streets. Entire economies wake up after dark. Some cities are famous for art, others for beaches. But these destinations built global reputations around adult nightlife. Controversial, regulated, debated, and deeply intertwined with tourism. Today, we're counting down the 10 most famous adult nightlife destinations in the world, exploring not just what happens there, but how history, law, culture, and tourism shaped their identities. This isn't about glamorizing vice. It's about understanding how these districts became global symbols of adult freedom, and why millions of travelers visit them every year. Let's begin. 10. Hamburg, the Reeperbahn. In the port city of Hamburg, the Reeperbahn in the St. Pauli district has been associated with nightlife and adult entertainment for over a century. Originally, this area served sailors arriving from long voyages who sought drinking halls, music venues, and companionship. Over time, it evolved into one of Europe's most structured red light districts. Germany legalized and regulates sex work nationally, which means the industry operates under taxation, licensing requirements, and health regulations. This legal framework gives the Reeperbahn a different atmosphere than underground districts elsewhere in the world. The neon signage, theaters, strip clubs, and adult venues operate openly, under visible oversight. But the Reeperbahn is not exclusively about adult services. It's also a nightlife corridor filled with music venues, bars, and clubs. The Beatles famously played early gigs here in the 1960s before achieving international fame, adding to its cultural legacy. Today, the district balances tourism, nightlife, and regulation. It remains controversial to some, normalized to others, but undeniably central to Hamburg's nighttime identity. Number 9. Bangkok, Patpong, Nana Plaza Annam. Soy Cowboy. Bangkok's adult nightlife reputation stretches back to the Vietnam War era, when American soldiers on leave fueled entertainment zones that later expanded into full tourism districts. Areas like Patpong, Nana Plaza, and Soy Cowboy are concentrated nightlife corridors lined with go-go bars, themed clubs, and neon-lit venues. The atmosphere is loud, crowded, and intensely commercial. Thailand's legal system technically prohibits prostitution, but enforcement exists within a complex gray area. Many establishments operate as entertainment venues rather than explicitly licensed brothels. The result is a semi-regulated ecosystem shaped largely by tourism. What makes Bangkok unique is the sheer scale and accessibility. These districts sit in the heart of the city, surrounded by luxury hotels, rooftop cocktail bars, shopping malls, and five-star dining. The contrast is striking. Modern skyline above, chaotic nightlife below. Bangkok's adult tourism is deeply intertwined with its broader nightlife identity. It's affordable compared to Western destinations, which has contributed to its global reputation. But it also faces ongoing debates around ethics, regulation, and reform. Number 8. Amsterdam. De Wallen. Amsterdam's De Wallen district is perhaps the most internationally recognized red light district in the world. In 2000, the Netherlands officially legalized and regulated sex work, bringing brothels under municipal licensing and oversight. Workers register as independent contractors, establishments are inspected, and public health monitoring is built into the system. The district's defining feature is its window displays along narrow canal streets. These windows are rented legally by workers, making the industry transparent rather than hidden. The philosophy behind legalization was harm reduction. bringing the industry into the open to combat trafficking and unsafe conditions. Tijuana also exists within one of Europe's most beautiful historic centers. Gothic churches stand steps away from red-lit windows. Tourists walk canals while guided tours explain the district's centuries-old history. The area also includes erotic museums, adult theaters, and coffee shops selling cannabis under Dutch tolerance policies. However, Amsterdam has recently implemented tourism restrictions to reduce overcrowding and rowdy visitor behavior. The city continues to debate how to balance adult tourism with quality of life for residents. Tijuana represents one of the world's most structured attempts to regulate adult nightlife transparently. Number 7. Nevada's legal brothel counties, United States. In the United States, prostitution is illegal almost everywhere, except in certain rural counties of Nevada. Contrary to popular belief, Las Vegas itself does not permit legal brothels. Instead, licensed establishments operate in specific counties outside major metropolitan areas. These brothels must comply with strict state regulations, including licensing fees, health testing requirements, and zoning restrictions. Workers operate under contractual arrangements with management. Tourists who seek this experience must drive into desert towns far removed from the neon strip of Las Vegas. The contrast is fascinating. A country largely opposed to legalization, yet quietly maintaining one of North America's only regulated systems. Nevada's model is often cited in debates about legalization, though it remains geographically limited and politically controversial. Six, Tokyo, Kabukicho. Located in Shinjuku, is often called the Sleepless Town. Japan's adult entertainment industry operates within highly specific legal boundaries. Direct prostitution is technically prohibited, but a wide range of adult-adjacent services exist legally under entertainment classifications. Kabukicho is filled with host and hostess clubs where clients pay for conversation and companionship, themed bars and fantasy-driven venues, love hotels offering private short-term stays, private member establishments operating under entertainment law. The district is dense, vertical, and illuminated by massive LED screens. Narrow alleyways like Golden Guy House, tiny bars with unique themes. Japanese nightlife culture emphasizes fantasy, roleplay, and extreme specialization. Rather than open street-based red light windows, Tokyo's system is layered behind signage, memberships, and coded advertising. It's structured, discreet, and culturally distinct from Western red light districts. Number 5. Rio de Janeiro, 1930s to 2200s. Brazil legally permits sex work, though brothel ownership exists in legal gray areas. Rio's adult tourism identity blends into its broader culture of celebration, body confidence, and music. Rather than one single red light district dominating the city, adult nightlife integrates into bar scenes, samba clubs, and carnival festivities. During Carnival, millions flood the streets for parades, costumes, and non-stop celebration. The energy is overtly sensual, but culturally rooted in music and dance. Rio's adult industry is visible but less centralized than Amsterdam or Hamburg. It operates within the rhythm of the city's nightlife, rather than as a singular tourism district. The blend of beach culture, samba, and nightlife gives Rio a unique reputation globally. Number 4. Berlin. Berlin's nightlife is perhaps the most liberal in Europe. Germany's legalization framework applies here, but Berlin's culture leans heavily toward underground techno, private fetish clubs, and experimental party spaces. Many venues operate as private member clubs, emphasizing discretion and strict entry policies. The city's post-Cold War history shaped its countercultural identity. Abandoned industrial buildings became nightclubs. Techno became the soundtrack of radical freedom. Berlin's adult nightlife is less commercialized than Amsterdam's windows and less tourist-centered than Bangkok's neon corridors. It is subcultural, boundary-pushing, and often intentionally exclusive. Its reputation attracts travelers seeking alternative nightlife experiences rather than mainstream red-light tourism. Number 3. Tijuana, Zona Norte. Tijuana's Zona Norte sits just across the U.S. border from California. Mexico regulates sex work at state and municipal levels, and in Tijuana, the industry is visible and tourism-oriented. Bars, clubs, and adult venues line Avenida Revolucion and surrounding streets. Proximity to the United States significantly shaped Zona Norte's development. Weekend tourism from Southern California contributes heavily to its economy. Unlike Amsterdam's canal-lined windows, Tijuana's district feels louder, more chaotic, and heavily nightlife-driven. Its accessibility plays a major role in its global reputation. Number 2. Pattaya. Once a quiet fishing village, Pattaya transformed during the Vietnam War era and evolved into one of Asia's most concentrated adult nightlife cities. Walking Street serves as its epicenter, a neon corridor packed with clubs, go-go bars, live music venues, and entertainment complexes. Tourism completely reshaped Pattaya's economy. Entire neighborhoods cater to nightlife visitors. Like Bangkok, Thailand's legal structure remains complex, operating in gray zones. The scale here is intense. The concentration of nightlife venues within a small area makes it one of the most discussed adult tourism hubs globally. Number 1. Las Vegas. Las Vegas did not become the global symbol of indulgence by accident. It was engineered that way. From the moment visitors land at Harry Reid International Airport, they are surrounded by slot machines before they even reach baggage claim. The message is immediate and intentional. This is a city designed around temptation. Unlike Amsterdam or Hamburg, Las Vegas does not operate a legal red light district within city limits. In fact, prostitution is illegal in Clark County, where Las Vegas sits. Legal brothels exist only in certain rural Nevada counties, far from the Strip. Yet despite that legal reality, Las Vegas has cultivated a worldwide reputation as the capital of adult indulgence. The power of Las Vegas lies in branding, atmosphere, and immersive fantasy. The Strip itself is a carefully curated spectacle. Mega resorts like the Bellagio, Caesar's Palace, and the Venetian are not just hotels, they are self-contained entertainment ecosystems. Inside, guests move seamlessly from high-limit gambling salons to celebrity chef restaurants, from luxury shopping corridors to exclusive nightclubs without ever stepping outdoors. The adult nightlife culture in Las Vegas centers heavily around strip clubs and VIP entertainment venues. These clubs are large, theatrical, and highly commercialized. Limousine services advertise transportation packages. Hosts coordinate private table reservations. The experience is structured, transactional, and openly marketed toward bachelor parties, convention travelers, and high-spending tourists. Pool party culture is another defining element. During spring and summer, day clubs transform hotel pools into high-energy events featuring internationally known DJs, bottle service packages that can cost thousands of dollars, and crowds dressed more for nightlife than swimming. These events blur the line between day and night, often continuing into after-parties that stretch until sunrise. Las Vegas also thrives on the psychology of temporary freedom. Visitors often describe the city as a place where normal rules feel suspended. The absence of clocks inside casinos reinforces that sensation. Complimentary drinks encourage extended gambling sessions. The architecture itself is immersive. Paris next to New York, next to ancient Rome, creating an environment disconnected from reality. Escort services operate in a legal gray zone. While direct solicitation is illegal, escort agencies advertise companionship services widely. Billboards, business cards on sidewalks, and digital ads reinforce the city's adult-forward image. Law enforcement monitors activity, but the broader culture tolerates an adult entertainment ecosystem that contributes significantly to tourism revenue. Economically, Las Vegas depends on vice-driven tourism. Gambling remains a major revenue source, but nightlife, entertainment, conventions, and luxury hospitality now generate enormous income streams. The city continuously reinvents itself, adding residencies by global music stars, expanding ultra-lounge concepts, and building ever more elaborate resort experiences. There is also a performative aspect to indulgence in Las Vegas. Visitors don't just participate in nightlife, they curate an image of it. Social media has amplified this. Rooftop selfies, VIP table photos, high-limit poker room shots, all reinforce the mythology of excess. Yet beneath the spectacle lies strict regulation. Casinos operate under tight state oversight. Security presence is constant. Surveillance systems are among the most advanced in the world. While the city markets chaos, it runs on meticulous control. This duality defines Las Vegas. It sells the fantasy of losing control, while maintaining total operational control behind the scenes. Culturally, Las Vegas represents America's complicated relationship with vice. It is both condemned and celebrated. Religious groups historically opposed its growth. Yet millions visit annually, contributing billions to the economy. The nickname Sin City is not accidental marketing. It is an identity the city embraced and refined. From Rat Pack lounge culture in the mid-20th century to modern EDM residencies and luxury penthouse suites, Las Vegas continually adapts its indulgence model to new generations. Unlike Amsterdam's regulatory transparency or Berlin's underground subculture, Las Vegas packages adult nightlife as entertainment spectacle. It is less about a red light district and more about immersive fantasy tourism. Visitors come not necessarily for legality, but for atmosphere. They come because Las Vegas promises something few cities do: permission. Permission to stay out all night. Permission to overspend. Permission to gamble recklessly. Permission to indulge without long-term consequence. Whether that promise is illusion or reality depends on the traveler. But there is no denying this. Las Vegas has successfully branded itself as the global capital of adult entertainment symbolism. Not because it has the most permissive laws, but because it mastered the art of selling temptation. And that is why it takes the #1 spot. Even though prostitution is illegal within Las Vegas city limits, it earns the top spot because of branding. Las Vegas markets indulgence openly: strip clubs, bachelor party tourism, pool party culture, escort-adjacent nightlife, luxury penthouse experiences. The nickname Sin City became global shorthand for adult freedom. Some cities regulate it openly. Some operate in gray areas. Adult nightlife tourism exists at the intersection of legality, culture, economics, and morality. Some market fantasy without legalization. But each of these destinations shaped global conversations about freedom, vice, and tourism. If you found this deep dive informative, comment below which city surprised you most. And subscribe for more documentary-style travel explorations into the world's most fascinating and controversial destinations. Because sometimes the story behind the neon lights is just as complex as the glow itself.